So just a brief overview for today and what we're going to go through. I think one of the kind of top kind of question in the registration form was how to kind of grow memberships and manage new memberships. So we're going to go through that, as well as the renewal process, setting up products and discounts, the built-in communication tool, our new fundraising tool, and just to kind of run through the affiliation process as well, because I know this is coming up soon. Also. So just to start off, so for new memberships, we have added in a new feature this year in terms of it being easier to find your club, or for new members to find your club online. So within the membership portal itself, you can go on to membership.athleticsIreland.ie, click on Find a Club. And in here, all the clubs are listed, so they can easily search by county, region, club type, or the club name. So I'll just show you here who we pick. Let's do Ace. So if they click on Open the Club page, so you can fully customize this page as well. And like even with the URL up here, you can share this then on your social media channels or on your club website, or anywhere. So people don't have to come on to Athletics Ireland to find you either. You can share this anywhere. So you can customize this with your own kind of banner image. Your club logo is pulled in. If you don't have one uploaded, by default, the generic Athletics Ireland one will be in here for you. So it lists your club name, information, the link to your website, any kind of contact details. And a new addition this year as well is you can add in a link to club gear, so people can buy any kind of merchandise if you have any kind of other online shop at the moment. So yeah, you can also add in your social media channels. So if you have these added, these will kind of preview at the side here, so people can follow along. As well as down here the buttons as well for Facebook and Instagram or whatever. I think there's a Twitter option as well if you want to add that in too. So yeah, they can come in here to click on renew their membership or to join the club as a new member, and this will bring them into the order form just to collect their details, and they can pay their club membership and their Athletics Ireland kind of federation payment together in the one go if you have that. But I think if you're using a separate platform, then they'll just be paying their federation payment. So in terms of customizing this, just to show you, so just in our test club here, so if you click on club management and click on your club profile in the general information section, so like you would have just seen here, this is where your club name is, your club information, so you can pop in the address, description. This would be your header image, so the big one on top, your club logo, the contact details like we would have seen, and as well as any kind of links. So the website link, the link to your Facebook, the link to your Instagram, and then the link to your club gear as well. So if you make any updates there, just click on save. And as well, the link to your club public page is here if you need to kind of get it quickly yourselves. And again, this is the link you can use to share for new members to join or for existing members to renew their membership. If you're connected to your social media channels or your website or anything like that. Are we all good so far? Just again, if there's any questions or if we're going too fast, just pop them into the chat box or the Q&A option. And we'll take a look at those as well. So renewals, this is, I think, a really handy feature, especially if you're using the platform to collect both your club products and your federation payments. So there you have two options here in the form of sending renewal invites by email and doing a multi-renew. And I think the multi-renew would be especially if you have any kind of families or kind of you are operating any kind of discounts and you kind of want them to be all kind of done together, this is a good option. So just to show you here. So again, I'm in as a club user and I'm going to click on the communications tab. So this is where the renewal invite option is. And so if you click in on here, by default, it'll kind of bring in your, say, 2023 members. This is a test club, so there isn't that much kind of test data in here. So we'll just find one. So if you click on the different years, you can search and select different members. I imagine for a lot of you, you're going to have hundreds of members. So if you click on this box right here, it'll tick all of them for you. Or if I untick, you can just kind of pick and choose who you'd like to send the renewals to. So once I have these ticked, I'm going to click on proceed. It'll show the list of emails that it's going to send the renewal invite to. So just to show you what this looks like, I think we had a small update this year. This is just a test one, but it'll have your club logo at the top here as well. But it'll just say, dear member, you're invited to renew for the club name. This is your LifeReg ID, and it'll have the person's name, and they'll have a link to say, click here, and it'll bring them to their personal renewal. But if you want to customize this, you can add in any kind of custom text. So the default text will still be there, and that's all kind of hard coded in. But if you wanted to put in any links to say, oh, you can join our WhatsApp group here, or any kind of other important information, you can add in this as well. So you can get all that kind of extra information out there in the one go with the renewals. So you can send that straight away, or else you can choose a date for it to go out on. So this fully customizable in terms of what you want to do for what suits your club. So, and the other option then as well would be the multi-renew option. So it's just down the bottom down here. So I'm in club management and the multi-renewal is right here. So again, very similar. So you can select the year. Again, there isn't any test data in here for 2023. So you can tick the box to select multiple people, or else just pick and choose which ones you want. So I'm going to click on renew selected members. You're going to have to pick which product is specific to them. So for you guys, you'll see your own products that you've added in these options. I'm going to click on proceed. So this is the option we were talking about. So specifically, if you have say families that want to renew together, and you have like a set maybe family price, you can override the price of the membership. So you can override it to any amount, or you can set it as complimentary and it'll be wiped to 0. And then once you're kind of happy and you've edited all of them, you can click on send order. This then you can basically send a payment link to the email address there. So you'll just have to pick which email address you want to send the code to. Another option is, say, for example, if you were anywhere in person, if you click on proceed to checkout, you can enter in any kind of card details there. You can go back and add in another member if you've missed anyone, or you can clear cart up here and start again. So is everyone okay on that one? Are we doing okay so far? Again, any questions, just pop them in the chat box. As well, on the membership platform, if you find the webinars kind of useful, but we also have the user guides on the membership system as well. So there's pretty much a PDF for every kind of function here as well. So again, if you're ever looking for a quick fix and don't want to watch a full video back, feel free to click into these as well. So the price override, so yeah, this is what we would have just seen in the multi-renew option. It works the very same way for new members as well. So what I would have showed you was just the multi-renew option. But this is basically in every other we'll show one here. So if you click on club members and click on, so whoever has it, you'll see the renew option next to these as well. You'll select the product, confirm their details. A lot of the details will pull through from the previous year, so you don't need to update these yourself. And then again, you'll see the price override option. So again, set it to whatever amount you'd like, or set it completely to complimentary, and it'll be wiped to 0. Again, my cart's probably very full from our other examples. So yeah, it works for the club members. So again, really handy option if you have any kind of club coaches or volunteers that you might want to renew individually and give them a certain type of price. You kind of have full flexibility here in customizing what they pay and even doing it for them in terms of that renewal option there. So yeah, the next one. So I'll just do a quick run through. I think we have a few kind of new incoming secretaries and registrars as well. So I'll just show you how to create the club products and to set up the club discounts. And as well, anyone that's kind of changing over from federation only payments to club and fed, this is useful as well. So this is done at the affiliation stage, but you can kind of come in and edit this throughout the year as well. And the setup during the affiliation stage is very much the same as what we're going to show you here. So I'm going to go into club profile, and in the membership settings in here, you're going to see all your club products and your discounts together. So in the top section here, so if anyone is moving from collecting federation only payments to club and fed, basically you can if you want to switch, you can just reach out to ourselves or Athletics Ireland, and we can edit this button for you basically. But you can add in any products or discounts you want before that. A key thing in your financial settings, you'll see you'll need to connect a Stripe account. If it's not connected, you'll just see a Connect Stripe button there. So even though you add products, they won't actually be live until your Stripe is connected. We have a full user guide as well in here on setting up a Stripe account. And I think there's actually some really useful videos from Stripe themselves online. So very straightforward to get set up with them. So yeah, in the membership settings, I'm going to add a new product here just to show you from scratch. So your product name, so this is how it would appear for any new person booking or any new member trying to book in, or any member that's renewing. So I'll just do test product. For some, I think people find it useful. They might put in the age restrictions just so it's kind of visible from the beginning. So if you don't accept maybe kids under 5 or under 5 or anything like that. So the category, if it appears in the juvenile section or the senior section, and the price, again, this can be set to whatever you want. So the fee type is added or absorbed. So this means basically when a person clicks on checkout, they're going to see the €5 and the transaction charge. So the transaction charge is, I think, 4.5%, including bank charges. So if you click on added, they're going to pay €5 plus the 4.5%. And if you click on absorbed, it means they pay €5 and the 4.5% is automatically deducted. So because all the payments are done through Stripe, and all the payments go directly to you in real time, and the fees are automatically split, so you don't need to worry about any kind of separate you know, paying back any transaction charges or anything like that. So it's all automatically done for you. The year 2023, you can select when you want to start open for people to start booking this membership type. So we'll just do it. May as well do it today. And when you want the sales to close, so we may as well pick Christmas. So this is where you'll set your age limits. So you'll notice here in the category, it'll say juveniles ages 3 to 17. But if you put in the age here, so say if you don't want to accept kids under the age of 5, this is where you kind of put in this, and this will override the general category. So ages from 5 to, I set it to 10. If you have any kind of restrictions on the number of members you want to be able to buy this product, you can set that in here, but that's totally optional. If you leave it blank, it'll still allow you to save anyway. So I'm going to click save. So you'll see now that the test product that I just created is added into my products. The tick means that it's active, so it means that it's visible to the public because it's within our online sale dates. You'll see the price listed, and then you can either delete this if you made a mistake or want to kind of, you know, fix any kind of products, or you can click on edit and you can make any changes in here then as well. So yeah, you'll see there's a whole range there, and the process is the exact same for the juveniles and seniors. For the discounts then as well, basically you have two options. So you can do it by category. So say if there were 2 children and say 2 adults, it'll show you what the total amount should be. So total products amount is €50. But if you create a discount, basically this is where you type in, say if you want to give €10 off. So if you want to set the final price to €40, if somebody puts 2 juvenile product types and 2 senior product types into their basket, it'll automatically override to 40. So again, this is really good for families, but it just means that it needs to be within the same transaction. So it'll automatically happen in the same transaction. But if they're not, you can always go in to do the multi-renewal option that we did at the start and override the price for them manually. So there's kind of 2 options there in terms of those kind of group discount options. So I'll click on save. So again, that'll just be added to the list there. So I'll create another one. So the second option is to do it by product. Category, I think, is kind of more kind of streamlined in terms of the senior and juvenile. I know you'll probably have a range of different kind of products, and you'll have to do a load of different variations depending on them. So again, very same process. Say if it was 3 children booking together, or 3 juvenile specific product types. The total product amount is 90, but I want to override that to 80. And click on save, and it's the exact same. So I could even do 3 children and 1 senior member. And again, it'll show me the total amount that it should be, so €130, and then it'll ask what price we want to set it at. So again, full user guides with all the screenshots on this one as well, on the Edlix Ireland user guide section, just here. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers it for anyone that's is collecting their club memberships separately. If you are changing over, when you add in the products here, it basically means that the federation product and the club product appear as kind of two separate items in the basket. So you don't need to take the federation price into consideration when you're setting the price for your club products. I think that's kind of a question that's kind of comes up a bit as well. So yeah, that's that section. We also have a built-in newsletter tool. So if you're trying to keep in touch with your club members or any kind of big announcements, I think WhatsApp groups are kind of common enough as well, but if you want to do it over email, this is also an option. So again, I'm in as a club user. I'm going to click on the communications tab. So earlier we did the renewal invites, but if you click on email templates here, you'll see we have other test ones done before. So say if you've done one and you're really happy with it, you have the option to click on the duplicate button, and basically it'll save you recreating the wheel and trying to add in any kind of custom pictures or anything like that while you're making it. So just to show you how it works, so this is your template. So the name is how it appears to you, and if you're kind of keeping track on how they appear on the list that we would have seen previously there. The subject is the subject line of the email. So yeah, basically what pops up in the subject line when the person receives it. So this one is visible to the member. So if you want to add in any kind of sections, you're basically going to click on it and drag and drop it into your little template. So for the text, it basically works the exact same as Word. So you can type in directly. I think some people as well find it easy just to copy and paste in to this as well. You can bold, highlight, italic, kind of very similar to Word. You can pick your font, make it different sizes. And then as well, for example, if you wanted to put in any links, you can type those in. Oh, missing the W. If you highlight it and click on this button right here, basically it'll put a hyperlink on it. So again, very similar to Word. So same for images. I'm just going to click on it, drag it and drop it into place. Click on the box here so I can add in, it basically brings up your little item here, so you can pick what image you want to put in. So once I click on it in my kind of folder, I'm going to click on it within here and it'll populate that for me. So if you've made any mistakes or you want to kind of move things around, you can drag it up the way, drag it down the way, or just delete it completely. So once you're done, click on save. And if you want to do any tests, you can click on send test email. So I'll just do, and it'll send an email directly to you basically. So you can see what it looks like before it goes out to anyone else. So once you're happy with everything, you're going to click on the run/schedule button. So slightly different to the renewal invites, it's all done automatically for you. And so it'll group in all juvenile active members, all senior active members, non-renewed members for 2022. So you have a range of options here in terms of who you'd like to kind of like send the email to. So, and again, similar to the renewal invite option, you can send it straight away, or you can schedule it to go out on a specific date. So pick the month, the year, and the date, and as well you can customize the time it goes out then as well. If you want to check anything has sent, or you want to look back on your kind of previous ones, if you click on newsletter runs, this will basically show you the dates of all your kind of previous sent newsletters. So if you click on view, it'll basically show you the email addresses that they went through and whether they were a success or if they failed. So yeah. Deirdre and Tim, is there anything you want to add in there or anything so far? I don't want to be flying through it.
No, you're doing great. No, perfect.
So I think our kind of newest feature that we've added in is fundraising. So if you're using the platform to collect your club products as well as the federation, you're going to see where am I gone? This integration tab. So I'm going to go into club management, click on my club profile, and there's this integration section now as well. So if you haven't set this up already, it'll say create fundraising account, or you can click on the fundraising information that kind of gives you an overview of the different kind of features that are available in the fundraising tool as well. But yeah, you can basically, it just asks for some very simple details, your club name, a club description, again, linking in your website or any kind of logo or anything like that. But once you have this done, essentially you have your own club benefactor page. So you have your own custom color, your logo, the description of the club. But the biggest thing is that you have this donate now button and a start fundraising button. So basically your club members or anyone in your local community can fundraise for you all year round. So just to show you what it looks like, if I click on the start fundraising button, I just have to put in my first name, last name, email, and I can upload a custom image and I can click on start fundraising and have a fundraising page. So because you've connected your Stripe and you're using the system to collect club products as well, all donations go directly to you in real time. And this is a free tool for clubs and that's available now as well. So we only added this in, I think, a week or two ago. So it's been great so far. We added in the fundraising into the platform that started off in 2021, and just to look where the kind of success of where it is now, we're the official fundraising platform for the Dublin Marathon. And again, if you have any kind of fundraising events or any kind of events yourselves, you can link in the fundraising to any of your permanent events also. So again, very streamlined process. When people are registering for the events, they can click on start fundraising as well before they check out. So yeah, a really powerful tool there. And if anyone is interested or wants any kind of more information, it's all there in your integration tab. And yeah, we're only an email or a quick call away if you need any kind of guidance. But I think we tried to make it as streamlined as possible in terms of getting everything kind of set up. So yeah, if anyone, I think for the most part, a lot of clubs are already kind of using the system for club and federation payments. But if anyone does want to kind of reduce the admin of kind of managing two systems, I know for some clubs this year, I think one of the biggest benefits is having the kind of streamlined renewal process, like we would have kind of seen earlier in these demos. So you have your members will automatically get that email to pay their federation and pay their club payments all in the same transaction. So it makes it super easy for members as well. You're getting the funds in real time, and I know you don't have to go back in. So I think a couple of times for I think for some clubs that use the Fed only payments, you have to go in and manually tick the members as paid before their membership is going to be recognized in when they're registering for events. So again, a huge benefit. So if I was collecting club payments and federation payments together, if I'm trying to register for the Dublin Marathon or any event on the system, I want my membership recognised. If I renew it at a minute past midnight on Friday and I register for an event 3 minutes later, that's going to all be synced, and there's kind of no extra admin for any kind of club administrators on that either. You have access to real-time reporting, and so probably a bad example for our test one here because there isn't as much data. But when you go in, you're going to have your active members, inactive members, club funds, all that, and kind of useful information to have at a glance as well. We went through our communications tool, our discounts. Yeah, and again, the transaction charges, so it's 2.5% fee plus bank charges, so 4.5% overall. If any of you want to have a look at the affiliation process, again, pretty streamlined. I think a lot of you might have already kind of gone through this a couple of times before, but if anyone hasn't, the link is on the Eventmaster YouTube channel. So basically, yeah, it's all here. So it basically does a full demo in terms of the steps. So from logging in to filling out the questionnaire, so putting in the club information, paying the federation fees, assigning your club officials, and adding in your club products and connecting your Stripe account. So it goes through every single kind of step for you. And 99% sure we also have a user guide. So if a PDF is more preferable to you as well, again, that'll be in the user guide section. Once you're getting around to re-affiliating for 2024. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers a big overview. I know if there's any other kind of sections anyone wants any kind of us to go into in more detail, just let us know. And the next webinar we're going to have is on the 21st of November. So that's going to be covering the permit system. So useful for clubs as well, and if there's any kind of other promoters that you work with in terms of anyone wants an update on how the process works, that'll be another useful one as well. I don't see any other questions after coming in there, but if anyone has any questions, you can always pop them over to support@eventmaster.ie or to myself, where you would have gotten the link from this morning. And yeah, we're always here. We're always here to help. So I won't keep you much longer. So yeah, there's still some spaces left for the next webinar if anyone's interested. And I'll be sending around the recording hopefully later today or tomorrow. So you'll have that there and you can kind of share it with anyone else then as well. So yeah, thanks very much for joining us, guys, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.